packed in here tonight, and they're all in a happy mood. You're not in a happy mood?
Lee, there are not 100,000 people in the audience here. Out there watching, there are.
Not here?
Not here. 50,000.
Hey, you know why I'm happy? We have the largest jackpot total in the history of the show.
Ever.
$810.
Yep.
Let's introduce the two teams who are going to be trying for this huge amount. Team number one, they bowl at Beacon Bowl for their sponsor, Pete Balistreri, who is also on the team. And they represent Pete Service at 76th and Lincoln. Give them a hand.
What a great bunch of guys.
Great bunch of
There they are. Okay, there's team number two, another great bunch of guys. They bowl for their sponsor, Continental Can. We're at Brownport Lanes. Let's hear it for Supers.
And our sponsor tonight, True Value Hardware. More than just a name, it's their way of doing business. Remember, True Value. That's one of our great old friends that have been on with us for a long time. But tonight we have another sponsor we want you to meet, because at this time of the year in particular, it's good to start off with a resolution about geysers. Be wiser, buy geysers, the very finest potato chip known to man.
We got another winner we're going to talk about, Lee. First of all, in the top 16, the high is a 373, the low is a 293. Now, every week for, this entire 10-week roll-off, we're giving away, or actually the Wisconsin Electronic Service Association is giving away a Zenith 12-inch television set to some lucky bowling buddy. And we had the representative from WISA here last night, and they pulled out a card, and this is the winner for this week. The bowling buddy, Mrs. Susan Latz. That's L-A-T-Z, and she's on North 106th Street in Milwaukee. So congratulations to Susan, our winner this week of the Zenith Black and White 12-inch TV.
It pays to be a bowling buddy. That it does. All right, let's see who's going to go after this money tonight. Introducing Jerry Halbach and Mel Cheddar. Come on out, you two, and shake hands. Get to know each other here. Come on over real close. Jerry, Pete's service is represented by, of course, Pete himself, who will be here later, but it's 76th and Lincoln, is that right?
76th and Lincoln.
And that's a good place to get tanked up, right?
Get tanked up.
Well, I don't know. Tell me about your team. How long they've been together?
About 4 years.
Are you great, fair, medium?
Fair to poor.
What about your team?
Oh, we're supers, okay?
Yeah, that's the name of the team, the Supers.
That's where we are, the
And
Super
you bowl Super also?
Yes. About 4 years together.
I see. And you consider this very simple tonight to beat these fellas?
Yes, so.
And you think it's going to be easy to beat them?
I doubt it.
Oh! What's your average?
175.
175. Betty Hoffman, South First Place, is your bowling buddy. Wave to Betty out there.
Hi, Betty.
Frank Klapka of West Rogers, your bowling buddy, and your average is?
About a 180.
You'd be a slight favorite.
Yes.
Good luck. Go on over, you two. This is it. Match one.
Yeah, that's right. If we have a bowler roll a perfect game of the show, 6 strikes in a row, that bowler will win. The use of a brand new, and I don't know if you've ever seen this automobile, it is gorgeous. A 1982 Toyota Tercel for 1 year from Heiser Toyota. 505 North Main Street, Thiensville, Wisconsin. The winner has to provide the insurance for that year. Heiser Toyota.
Tom, I didn't want to say anything up there, but I will predict at least 13 strikes tonight, okay?
And I'm going to sit back and watch you predict tonight.
You're not going to go along
Nope.
with it?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I've seen these fellas warming up, and I've looked at the averages.
Okay.
And I think we're due to have a big night.
All right.
What's high in the top 16?
373.
Well, I don't know if we'll beat that, but we're going to come close.
Okay.
You won't see many opens tonight. Two good teams on the Tuesday night edition of our show for the 5th of January. Up, 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 up. Look at that hook.
That ball come back. Yeah.
What a hook.
Nice ball.
Mel Cheddar. He spells it T-S-C-H-E-T-T-E-R, but says it's pronounced like the cheese, cheddar. Here's Jerry Hellback. And I said, we can't say that on the air. And he says, it's my name.
Well, you can't help that.
That's true. Jerry Hellback. Look out. On a spare, my goodness. H-E-L-B-A-C-K, 44, bowling for Pete's service. Hold it, hold it.
That happened to me in grade school, Lee.
You got to let him finish there, Mel. Mel's so excited he wants to get a double. What'd you say, Tom?
Said that happened to me in grade school.
What did?
Hellback.
Oh. Look at this. Oh, yeah, 3. And then he comes back with a spare. Here is Mel Cheddar, 46. Bowling for the Continental Can Company, team number 1. It's an interleague team. in factory.
Not enough. Add a bucket. We got a dinner bucket, Lee Rothman. If he makes this anything on the menu for he and his bowling buddy and their guests, and you know this food is great. Great Italian food. Leonardo's Italian Pasta House on Jackson Street.
He is married, has children Janelle and Terry, and Carrie. He's an engineer at Continental Can, likes golf, fishing, wood turning, and bowling. What is wood turning, Tom?
Well, I guess you turn a little wood.
That's it, turning wood?
Turn wood. Nice.
He was born in one of the states on our cable network, South Dakota.
And he's going to Leonardo's. He just made the dinner bucket, Lee.
All right, dinner bucket for Mel Cheddar.
Moneyball we have there, the 5.
Yeah.
810 will be $23 for Jerry, $23 for his bowling buddy. And that comes to us from the nice folks, Fine Financial Institution, the Layton State Bank at 27th at Forest Home.
You know what's amazing? He is struggling his way to an all-spare game with some of the worst counts, but he's getting there.
I was going to say, boy, if he makes this, good try.
That broke it off right there. So here is Mel Cheddar bowling for Frank Klafka of West Roger, our first and second bowling buddies of the evening. Betty Hoffman is the other one for Jerry Hellbach. And we're bowling 4 frames at Red Carpet North, 76th and Florist. Each of the members of each team is trying to win so they can win lots of nice prizes and get enough pins to come back in our tournament in just about 4 weeks.
You know who is the famous red carpet guest on today? I mean, this man is world-renowned.
The manager of this place.
Lawrence Enoak.
Now, he takes a joke very well.
And he also takes good care of this place.
Yes, he does. Takes good care of us,
He'll
too.
be here a little later on.
He loves to get the needle. Yes, sir. 10th frame. Here's Jerry. He's an electrician at Teledyne, Wisconsin Motors. And let's see. Pulls 2 nights a week, 175 average. Did you see the accident that I had just before we went on the air? I lost my buttons.
Yeah, Lee dropped the button, yeah.
Yeah, so my coat has to hang open until I get it sewn on, maybe by tomorrow night.
Well, Lee, we got a double prize here, the 5-7. Of course, the nice ladies that have been with us for years, Shirley and Lois, Sherlow Samples and Clothing. 2 locations. Also, a $60 certificate to the bowler only, from the Cowboy Store in Oak Creek. If he makes it.
He's going for it. Yeah.
Good shot at it. Yes.
5-7. Beautiful. Jerry is bound and determined to get out there, but he's going to wait now. 59 is possible for Jerry.
Made a nice conversion there.
Okay, Mel.
How about it? Yeah.
And we've gotten 2 strikes already. That's a 59 for Jerry. And here's Mel Cheddar for the Supers of Continental Can. Lane 59, Red Carpet North, 76th, and Florist. Cross it. No. That will give him 54 and a possible 74 and a good-sized lead. 15 pins if he gets a spare and a strike. It always sounds easier than it is. You know, we always say if he gets a spare and a strike, but he's got to go out and do it.
Yeah, he's got to do it in front of the cameras and the lights and the people and you and me talking about him.
And 1 million people watching, or would I say 2 million? I never know. Bring it up. Look at the hook.
Hurry.
Boy, that's a hook. If you're going to have a hook, have a hook. Next 2 bowlers will be Pete Balistreri, who's the boss at the Pete service station, and Lou Lonkner for the Supers of Continental Can. And we are going to take time out now to meet the men and women who pay the bills, our wonderful sponsors, and then be back with match number 2 and the opportunity to see more outstanding bowling tonight. Tell people they don't believe us. The only prize is the scrub it up we can give you for the spare in the 10th. Outside of that, you didn't win any major prizes there, but we have a few other good little things for you. For example, your secret frame, let me see, was in the 7th. If you'd have gotten a strike there, that would have been a True Value Hardware gift certificate from our sponsor tonight. And more than just a name, it's their way of doing business. You knew that, of course. But you also made the 5-7. And that isn't easy. Thomas, I think he's going to love this.
Well, Lee, first of all, Jerry wins a couple of things. He wins the $35 gift certificate from Sherlock Samples and Clothing. They have a store in Brookfield and in Delafield. Also, Lee, Jerry wins a $60 certificate from the Cowboys store at 7860 South 27th Street, Oak Creek.
Thank you, partner. All right, and you're going to get the bowling game towel from Don Ciardo, whose stores are known as
Personalized Pro Shops and Champion Awards.
Thank you very much. Give this nice gentleman a hand. Jerry Hillback and Mel Cheddar. Mel has promised me he's going to work on that hook and try to learn to throw a hook, right? Instead of that straight ball, right?
I'll throw a hook better next time.
Okay. The strike in the seventh is going to get you the delicious whipped cream tort from Rich's House of Cakes, 4353 South 27th. It is sensational. Spare in the 10th, the Scrub It Up Wash and Wax for your car, where they give you the underbody flush and the hot wax all over the place, all right? And your secret frame was in the 8th. Oh, that could have been a gift certificate from Hoffer's Tropical Fish, the home of all those delightful little fishies, you know? And you made the dinner bucket, and that means dinner.
That's right. Oh, does that mean dinner? Mel and his bowling buddy each receive, along with their guests, a dinner of their choice from Leonardo's Pasta House. Anything on the menu, 1601 North Jackson in Milwaukee.
And you got a bowling game towel and a victory, and you said confidently, we'll be back in the tournament.
That's right. We'll be back.
We'll see.
That's the start right
Thank
there.
you, Mel. 4 strikes in a row. What happens?
Oh, more food, Lee Rothman of a Bowler Rolls. 4 in a row. The prize, a $200 certificate for various cuts of USDA prime beefsteak, roast and ground beef from Boar's Beef Ranch, 20411 West Janesville Road in Muskego.
Did we put money in here? Now it's 8:30. I think that's what time it is. What a total. How about these next two gentlemen? They would like to win it, because I know Pete. Pete Balistreri would love it. And Lou Lonkner, come on over, Lou. Lou, shake hands with him, because he's the boss. He's the one that, he runs Pete's service. You want to get any, what do you got?
Yes, I've got a little gift for you. You always give things out.
What is that? Pete's service?
Show the back of the shirt, only show the front.
I don't think we better show this on TV.
Yes, we can show the front.
The back we won't show on TV. Take a look at the back there, Gary. Don't show it. Don't show it.
I'll be back. You're a dirty guy.
We're going to turn this place into a garage like your place, I'll tell you here. Pete, Betty Schultz is your bowling game on... is your bowling... You got me all shook here. Is your bowling buddy on North 52nd Street? What's your average?
174.
What's your all-time high, single and series?
265, and I don't know, I think about a 660.
Wow. Come on over this way. Don't be shy, Lou. I want to hear your high, single and series.
Oh, boy. I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Sil Sawinski is your bowling buddy, and you said you wanted to say hello to somebody.
I want to say hello to the boys down at George Wookie's, Southview Lanes.
Okay. And let's see, your average is what?
About 170.
And yours is 174. Okay. Go, and good luck. Okay. May the Lord be with you.
High man of this 10-week roll-off is going to win. Right now, 108, by the way, leads that division. A Simplicity 20-inch snow thrower from Gilo's Lawn and Garden Service at 6643 North Tetonia in Milwaukee, where service follows the sale. Is Gilo's famous motto, where service follows the sale. I kind of like that. There's another motto on the back of this
T-shirt. Yeah, but that's what I said. We can't show it on the air.
From Pete, and I think it's great. I'll be wearing it around town. You'll see it, folks.
Yeah, we'll be wearing these everywhere.
Just don't
but I guarantee you, it won't be on this show.
Absolutely.
And we're not trying to be funny. We just can't show it.
No,
we're not, you know, it's not that we don't want to. Come up, come up. And the boss man missed. Pete Balistreri. Richard is his name. His nickname is Pete. And he's the man that runs the Balistreri Pete service station. Oh, yeah.
Nice hit.
Tom, these fellas from Continental can't mean it when they say they're coming back. They're tough.
Yes.
How many strikes have we had now? 3? All right. I said 13.
Away.
Here is Pete Balistreri. Children Chris, Barb, Judy, and Peter, service station operator at 76th and Lincoln.
You know, I think it's Balistreri. I don't think there's an R in there. I think it's, I got Balistreri. I guess T-I-E-R-R-I.
I think you're right.
Balistreri.
Pronounced Balistreri.
Balistreri, or Balistreri, yeah.
B-A-L, that's what I have too. I-S. T-I-E-R-R-I. Yeah. Pete Ballesteri. Up. Yes, sir. And we've already seen two very difficult balls made tonight, these leaves. We had the 5-7 and the dinner bucket. So we're seeing some good bowling tonight.
Going for a double.
Up and away! Oh. The boss man himself is here tonight, Larry Nowak, who is going to see to it this is a heck of a good year for everybody who bowls here. That's your job, isn't it?
That's it.
Happy New Year to you.
Oh, thank you. The same to you both.
Do you have any programs starting soon for juniors? We get so many calls about this.
Well, with the new programs, the new system where we'll be starting all over again, a special 12-week program starting this coming Friday and Saturday and Monday. So the time to start in the junior leagues is now. It's a special short season, brand new. So if you missed the first quad, the second quad's open, and this is the sign-up week.
Would you suggest calling first?
Definitely call first. We can fit you into the day and time that you'd like.
Now, another one of the calls we get, a lot of people can't bowl at night, would like to bowl during the daytime, and I assume you have something for them.
I've got some special programs. I've got a special ladies' choice program where they'll have a different speaker and learn to bowl in 2 weeks of bowling, two games of bowling per week. And the speakers range everything from house plant care to Avon to everything. And I've got a special league that's developing, a non-smokers league. And it was brought up by a bunch of people, and we got an area sectioned off for those who don't like be around the smokers, and we're going with those on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So there's openings in both of those, and they'll be starting in January.
And we can't forget the bowler who wants open time and doesn't have always the best hours available to bowl. What do you offer him?
We've got some nice open bowling times, everything from the normal weekend times to Sunday night all day and evening long, Friday all day and evening long, Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 in the evening, and Monday and Wednesdays at 9. So there's some real nice times in the evening, plus the usual daytime openings.
What's the number here, Larry?
464-8800.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Larry Nowak, the manager here. There's a strike and a double. Yes. Boy, that's the first double of the night, and that gives us about, 5 or 6 strikes now. We're getting there.
Lee, yeah, you're getting your prediction all right. There's 5.
Pete is a golfer. He golfs with our old friend Pat Ellers, he said, and Pat beats the devil out of him.
Pat is a good golfer.
Yes, he is.
No doubt about it.
Yes, he is.
Pat Ellers is, yeah.
Pete, how about a 3-bagger?
All right. Haven't seen one in a while.
His team was down by 11. And now they have come roaring back and will be in the lead with a possible 88. That will be high.
You bet. Good score for Pete. Hey, I tell you, being the sponsor, and he's showing the way. His captain is Rowley, which is the 4th bowler.
Hey, Lou.
How about a Pete one more time? Whoa!
Hey, nice. He's going to get some prizes out of that. 87.
Nice game for Pete. Ooh.
Our score marker, as usual, the famous Tom Silbernagel, Mr. Bowling out there. He's got a 6-pin to worry about. Tom is the man who puts the show together. Gary Wright is our floor director.
Real quickly, I want to mention that if a bowler converts the 4-6 split on the show, the prize is the use of that brand new 1982 Mercury Lynx from Heiser Lincoln Mercury, and they're at 7550 North 76th Street. And we thank Heiser for being with us this season. Heiser Lincoln Mercury.
This is not easy, Thomas. Look out. All right. Possible 65. And it'll be a 22-pin victory for Pete. Who are the teams tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night we're going to have on 2 ladies' teams. The on the one, it says on the one. I think it should be 1-on-1, though. It says on the one versus the Boogie Bowlers. That's what I've got down here.
We'll be right back.
How about that, huh?
87, terrific. Put your team up by 12 pins. Along the way, you got the pizza from Roseanne's at 2600 North Booth. That is a sensational pizza. But that's just one of the prizes. You got the strike in the 10th for the Scrub-A-Dub wash and wax for your car. You don't mind somebody else washing it for you.
I never want.
And let's see, you got a double. Now, that's a whole big case of Wholesome products from Wholesome of Waukesha.
Good.
Now, we don't stop there. Let's figure it out. First comes one strike, then a double. What's after that?
Turkey.
Don't look at me.
We got a whole bunch of them on the team.
I'll leave for that 3-bagger. Pete's going to win the meat certificate from Sendix Foods in Whitefish Bay. And a Mexican buffet dinner for 4, including free admission to the show lounge from John Sandoval's El Vagabond Restaurant, 639 West Layton Avenue, Milwaukee.
Congratulations. And your bowling game towel and your secret frame. Let's see, the secret frame. Yeah!
All right, Pete and his bowling buddy each receive a pair of lifeguard shock absorbers plus installation from Midas Muffler Shops, the Milwaukee area dealers.
Shock absorbers, he says, are you kidding? You carry your own over there. Thank you very, very much. All right, Lou, you got a strike of the 7th with Rich's whipped cream tort and to scrub it up for your car, and the secret frame was right here. You needed a strike there. That would have been Esser Paint. Bright ideas to help color your thinking. You have a bowling game towel, and I hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Good luck and Happy New Year. All right, the score is 146 for Pete's, 134 for the Supers. 5 strikes in a row pays off on this show.
Oh, it pays off. We've seen it 3 times so far this year. The bowler's going to win the Motobaycon moped from Chosa Harley-Davidson at North 35 West 23770 Capitol Drive in Pewaukee.
$840 in the jackpot as we introduce the next 2 bowlers. I'm going to try this. Ed Rimashevsky and Al Strauss, the captain. Come on over, you two. What would you call that? That would look like an eye chart there, huh?
It sure does.
Al, as captain of your team, they must think that you're sensational to elect you to that high position.
I think so, yes.
You agree with them, right?
Oh, sure I do.
What do you do at Continental Can?
I'm a supervisor.
That's why they call you Super?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
We're all in it together.
Your job is what?
I'm a maintenance supervisor.
Where?
Millprint.
At Millprint. Married, let's see, how many years?
The 1938.
Wow. 1838? No, 1938.
38 years.
And you've had a 168 triplicate.
Yes.
What's your average?
157.
Not bad. Peggy Bruno's your bowling buddy. And Raymond Lemkeld is your bowling buddy. How have you been doing over the years?
Oh, not too bad. Hanging in there.
What's your average?
175.
You've been married 31 years to good old Virginia.
Sure.
And you're only 28 and you have 4 grandchildren.
You're right.
Amazing. All right,
All
you
4
two.
of them are right here.
There they are over there. Shake hands now and come out fighting for match number 3.
There's a shot of those beautiful flowers. Again, Nature's Nook. We tell you every week, every night on the show that Nature's Nook supplies us with those beautiful centerpieces, and that's called the Snowburst. And Arbicola Hawaiian, I don't even know what this word is, but Schlafora with white spider mums and a burlap bow. And again, thanks to Nature's Nook at 16980 West National Avenue in New Berlin.
Ed Rimashevsky, Tom, is R-Y-M-A-S-Z-E-W-S-K-I. Bowling for Pete Balistreri, Pete's service. Ed is married, son Robert, a maintenance supervisor at Millprint who loves fishing, golfing, and bowling. Been bowling 32 years, and he's not going to get there, and it's going to be an open. And the team that is now up by 12 just had a setback. Here's Al Strauss. His real name, I'll whisper it to you. Alex. Okay?
Well, let's settle for L.
Okay. Nice ball. 51, married 31 years to Virginia. Daughters Donna, Sharon, Carol, and a son Wayne, and grandchildren Eric, Keith, Craig, and Allison, and they're all here today, and they're adorable. There's a little one behind me, 5 months old. That's Craig, and the 1-year-old is Allison. And they're watching Grandpa bowl. And there goes Grandpa. He's a lefty, and he's got it. The Supers, as a team, have been bowling together for 11 years at the Interplant League, and he says most of us have bowled in the Continental Plant League for 25 years or more. And we've got ourselves a 1, 2, 4, and 7, commonly known as
the picket fence lead, and if he makes this, I think he'll probably like it. It's worth $115 for him and his bowling buddy. He's going to get a facial, a permanent electrolysis, all from Exquisitely Yours at 1318 East Brady Street in Milwaukee.
Were you able to hear us up there when I was talking to Pete, and he was laughing about everything he won, his stuff that he sells on his own in the gas station?
Exactly. Sure, mufflers and a whole bit. All right, we got a picket fence prize.
And there's a nice pair. We've only had a couple of opens tonight, just a very few.
Picket fence prize, Lee Rothman.
For Ed Rimashevsky. Tonight at 8, Movie 18 presents Cinderella Liberty, one of the greatest pictures ever made. If you're a James Caan fan, yeah! And Grandpa Fogg on a strike.
Sure, and Marcia Mason late.
Marcia Mason misses
Neil Simon.
Neil Simon, yeah.
Yeah.
They write this rather bluntly. I don't think I'm going to read it, but they write this rather bluntly.
Well, she's a Seattle lady of the evening. Later of the evening, yeah. Yeah, lady of the evening, you know.
James Cott and Marcia Mason, the sensitive story of a prostitute in Seattle, her 11-year-old son, and a sailor who wins her for a night in a pool game, and then ends up falling in love.
Oh, yeah, well.
I just read them, friends. I don't write them. At 10 o'clock, Strother Martin in Saturday night with special guests, the musical guests known as the Specials. Right there, yes. At 11 o'clock tonight, your favorite Alice, and 11:30 McLeod. And then tomorrow night, Thomas, the Bucks battle the New Jersey Nets at 6:30, and we follow at 9.
We will be there at 9 o'clock, late.
I have never been up that late. Neither have you. Oh, I got it. Alex Strauss likes woodworking, bowling, fishing. Been bowling 30 years with a 175 average. These teams tonight are definitely bowlers in the above-average averages. Say hi to his father and mother-in-law, Mr. and Mrs. Peter Revelinsky. Yeah. All right, we're now into the 10th frame.
Well, the high-man bowler of this upcoming winter tournament is going to win a couple of prizes. First, a three-piece dining set from Fran Ellen Dinette Company at 3170 South 27th Street, the little store with a big name in dinettes. And also 20 yards of TCC Kangaback 100% nylon carpet, completely installed from Carpet Liquidators at 5331 West Center in Milwaukee. Choice of 5 colors. Hey, by the way, and I know that you're going to remember, you're going to say, that's right, we got to say hi. And a very happy and warm belated birthday wish to Jane Jeffrey.
When was her birthday?
Janie's birthday was last Saturday, January 2nd.
Oh.
And she's going to be on here in just a second, I believe.
How old is she? 40 what?
No, I think Jane is what, about...
I wouldn't if I were you.
I'll say 22, Jane, right?
Oh.
But anyway, Jane is a lady that informs us every evening here on Channel 18.
Well, she'll be on here in a second, working
sure
on her
will,
birthday.
But we wish her the very best on a belated birthday wish. We weren't here Saturday, so we couldn't do that.
Yeah, we were here Saturday.
But we weren't here on the air.
No, but we were here taping Saturday.
Yeah, hey.
In fact, that's what it is right here today, Saturday. I figured it out. That's a beautiful score. 68, in other words, or 66. If they are in the mid-60s, as Tom Cole has suggested, their team stands an excellent chance of coming back in the tournament. Now, Al can put the Supers of Continental Can back into the lead with a big finish here. Yeah, come on up. Oh, 4-7. That will be a 58 and a possible 78. And, Tom, the scores have been sensational. 59, 70, 87, 64, 66. And now a possible 78.
Lee, you're only 5 strikes away right now from your prediction. We have 8 so far.
I just had a hunch. Tuesday night, January 5th, the bowling game where we've given away almost $1 million in cash and prize. He missed it! And that will be a 67 and a 1-pin victory. Right now, Jane Jeffrey, News Watch 18.
Well, close.
One pin. Couldn't be much closer. They have a 67-66 victory, but your team is still up by 11. The spare is the only prize. Scrub it up for your car. They do a tremendous wash and wax job. The 9th is where you needed to strike for the Showtime popcorn. See all that? That could have been yours. You get the bowling game towel. It's still your lead, but anything can happen.
Oh, I got some good guys following me.
And you made the picket fence. You know what that means?
Ed is going to love this, Lee. With his bowling buddy, Ed wins. This is, by the way, worth $115. The cut, perm, and complete facial from Exquisitely Yours at 1318 East Brady Street in Milwaukee.
Congratulations.
Oh, but I didn't think I needed that.
Thank you very much. And let's see what we can do for our 2 Al, one of the 2. 3 games of bowling and a beverage for the strike in the 8th. From Eddie of the Red Carpet. Secret frame for you is in the 7th. That would have been good for an ounce of silver from Badger State Rare Coin and Precious Metals. You have a bowling game towel, and this is really a close match, and all the grandkids were proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Now, Tom, a perfect game. What happens with a perfect game?
That is 6 strikes in a row, Lee Rutherford. The bowler wins the use of a brand new 1982 Toyota Tercel for 1 year from Heiser Toyota at 505 North Main Street in Thiensville. Giants in the automotive industry here in the southeastern Wisconsin area. Heiser.
And this jackpot just keeps climbing and climbing. $850. Introducing Rolly Bop and Dick Trommer. Trommer. How do you say that? Trommer? Trommer, right. Like Trommer. Trommer.
That's correct.
Trommer. Catherine Hedrington is your bowling buddy in South 12th. She wants to know first, what's the highest game you've ever had?
About a 255.
Series, any sevens?
That was a 736 series.
Your average?
170.
Does he scare you?
A little bit.
What?
Oh, nervous.
What? You're always nervous? What's your all-time high, Rolly?
Around 680.
That's no sevens for you, huh?
No.
That's a familiar name, though, Bob. That's a bowling name, isn't it?
I think so. At least from my sister-in-law.
Yeah, you're talking about Jeannie.
Yeah.
What is your average currently?
174.
Okay, you see how close this is? Your team needs to hold the lead, and they're coming after you.
I know it.
Shake hands and come out fighting. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's talk about that 350 game or higher score in the show. The bowler rolls a 350. Actually, a team rolls a 350 game or higher. First time only each member of the team receives those nylon jackets from Don Ciardo's Champion Awards, personalized Champion Awards, 4925 West Hampton and 124th Street in Butler. Don Ciardo, personalized Champion Awards. 5-10 split lead. We start out match number 4.
Well, this is turning into a close one tonight, and if one team gets in the way it's going now, both teams will get in the top 16.
Could we see this Sherlow and the Cowboys store prize won again?
Sure, right here. 5-10.
Hey, it might be again. Nice try.
Good try. That's a familiar name, isn't it? That's Jeannie Bop's brother-in-law.
I was going to ask if
Yep.
he was related to Jeannie.
Here's Dick Trommer. Look out. Yeah. Oh,
broke up that.
I thought he had himself a split.
I'm going to talk to you about the 7-10 split conversion of the show. The bowler would win the complete Pennsylvania House bedroom set, valued in the thousands, by the way, from Calder's Furniture Showplace at 650 South Highway 100, Milwaukee.
Here's Dick Trommer, and he goes into the channel. And I don't mean into the English channel. This is into the Red Carpet North channel. It's not quite as cold as the English channel. All right, Rolly, Bop. Both bowlers with 8s. 212 to 201. Pete's service in front by 11 pins.
Could be.
Yes, sir.
Ball. Yep.
Rolly Bop been married happily 33 years to Janet, his lovely wife. Children Tom and John. He's an assembler at Teledyne Wisconsin Motors, and he's opposing this man, Dick Trommer, 48, married to Yvonne. Children Jeff, Debbie, Jerry, and Jason.
Oh,
look out.
Right in the rails. Oh.
Well, he didn't lose anything. He also didn't gain anything.
He almost lost a lot of pride on that one.
He's a supervisor at Continental Can, likes bowling, hunting, fishing, woodworking. Been bowling 11 years with a high of 736 and a 170 average. What did we decide is average for men in this country?
155
Yeah.
is about it. 150 to 155.
Good-looking spare. Now we need a strike here in the 9th for Roland Bop, better known to his friends as Rolly. He bowls one night a week in every other Sunday's couples league. Why do you like to bowl? Because it's something to do during the winter when I can't golf.
Come on, Rolly.
Get up there.
Double. Could be a double. Yep.
And the Pete's service team is really proving tough in there. Tom, I can't tell you how many calls we're getting from people wanting to see the other side of that T-shirt, but we can't do it.
Get it, Lee. Right now, this is Dick's secret frame. Gets a strike here. Going to win that with his bowling buddy. Very nice gift, by the way, too.
There it is.
There it is. You bet.
How we doing on my strike?
You're doing real good. We have, let's see here, 8. We're up to 11 now. 11 strikes.
10th frame. Rolly Bop. And a jackpot.
There it is.
$850 jackpot ball. $425 for him, $425 for his bowling buddy.
This Could be the biggest ever won.
Marge Fisher of Oconomowoc is the bowling buddy.
Could be the biggest ever won. Oh, it leaves the 10-pin.
I don't believe it. My gosh. Wow. Oh, was that close. $850. That, what would you say, that far away?
Only he could have won
That far away.
$425 for only 425ers. Bowling buddy, but a stubborn 10-pin.
Boy, that is something to get up this high. The highest we have ever been in all these years on that jackpot. Can he make a 10-pin? Oh, he walked away. That's 65. Not a bad score, but Roley's not too happy with that because he wanted that spare. Well, here's
He wanted that strike, too.
Yes, he did.
Oh, we got to talk to Lee about the 4 strikes in a row. That's the $200 certificate good for USDA Prime Beefsteaks, roasted ground beef from Boar's Beef Ranch at 20411 West Janesville Road in Muskego.
Tom, the team that's down could be right back in it again. He could get a 68 and gain 3 pins, and that would put him about 8 pins apart with 1 match to go.
Yeah.
And that would be close. And in case they end up in a tie, we'll have the 2 captains come out there real fast and bowl 1 ball to determine the winner. Look out! Look out! He walked past it also. We'll be back with the anchors right after these messages. Wow! Oh, it was terrific. Give him a hand. He's still shaking over here. He tried. Well, you got the strike in the 8th. That's 3 games of bowling and a beverage from Red Carpet. The strike in the 9th, the pizza from Roseanne's. The double, a case of Wholesome products. Your secret frame right in the right place. Right there.
Roley is going to win with his bowling buddy the delicious certificate good for a selection of Jefferson meats.
Oh, are they good? And another prize that you didn't know anything about, this was the cash frame right there. $18 for you, $18 for your bowling buddy. And all bowlers tonight, by the way, will receive 2 tickets to Walt Disney's World on Ice at Mecca, January 20th through 31st. You're going to love that.
Very good. Very
And your bowling game towel, thank you very, very much. Dick, come on over here. Strike in the 9th, a pizza from Roseanne's. That is where the prizes normally stop, but you had it in the right place right there.
Hey, Dick and his bowling buddy win a certificate good for a haircut or facial or scalp treatment from Exquisitely Yours at 1318 East Brady Street in Milwaukee.
And your bowling game towel from Don Ciardo. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
What a finish. 20 pins between the 2. And 5-7 and 5-10 splits. Let's talk about that tonight.
I will talk about the first of all, the $35 gift certificate to Sherlow Samples and Clothing, Greenfield Avenue, and also the barn in Delafield. And to the bowler only, a $60 gift certificate to the Cowboy Store. And then, like we mentioned earlier this evening, they're on South 27th Street in Oak Creek, Wisconsin.
$860 in the jackpot. And this is the match that'll tell the story. Jack Pike and Al Chemnitz, come on out and play the bowling game. Jack, you're on the line crew. You're the leader, actually, at Wisconsin Electric.
Yes.
What is your crew? What does it mean? What is the line crew? What do you do?
Well, I run a truck, overhead line work, and
You do the dangerous stuff?
No, they do.
They do.
I won't.
You like to do the dangerous stuff, too. You're interested in horse racing.
That's right.
That's dangerous.
That's right.
You win?
Once in a while.
50% of the time?
60.
The government's watching.
Yes.
What's your average?
187.
Anita Bakke of Milwaukee is your bowling buddy. And Dorothy Fisher is yours, and your average is what?
72, I think, 172.
This should be a terrific finish. I'm going to watch it myself. Let's go.
Well, we'd like to remind you, too, folks, that just a week or so ago, we dumped the Bowling Buddy barrel, and we had started all over again for this last 5 weeks of portion of our 10-week roll-off. So if you want to get in there to win that television set, to get in and possibly win that part of that big jackpot, biggest ever we've seen, you got to get your new Bowling Buddy cards in now. Name, address, and telephone number, and please print it on the card so we can read it.
Yes.
Don't write it. Print your name, address, and telephone number on that postcard and send it to Bowling Buddy, all right? Get it in there as soon as possible to Channel 18.
Because many times old Lee has to read them and old Tom has to read them. We can't read them.
No. And Tom Silbernagel, Mr. Bowling, is really the guy that has to deal with it firsthand, and it's hard.
20-pin advantage now for Pete's service. Yeah. And they're like Old Man River, just rolling along, and they're very confident of victory. Tom, winning and losing is important, but the main thing is to get enough pins to roll back here in about 3.5 weeks.
And speaking of taping, Mr. Lee, since we will be taping this weekend, I think it's important that we mention we'll be back to our regular 5-show schedule. We'll be taping 2 shows on Friday night at 6 and at 7:30. And Saturday morning, 9, 10:30, and 12:30, and it's free of charge. Red Carpet North, 76th and Flores.
I want to remind the people once again, we will follow the Bucks tomorrow night. Don't think that because the Bucks game is on, we won't be. We will follow the Nets and the Bucks. About 9 o'clock.
You and I have been told they're going to throw a net on us.
Yes. Did you want to make your annual prediction about who's going to win the Super Bowl?
I'll tell you who I'd like to see in there. Really honestly.
Go ahead,
I'd
make
like
your
to see
prediction.
San Francisco and Cincinnati in there.
Well, no, I asked you who's going to win it.
I don't know.
I want you to take a guess, and I will. We'll write it on a piece of paper and remember. You think Cincinnati?
I think Cincinnati. But
Okay.
they're probably eliminated by now, and we don't know that yet. But we're taping this show, so I don't know.
No, they know that. We're taping this well in advance.
Way in advance, so I mean...
I just wanted to see how your mental prognostication would be.
It would just be enjoyable for me to see those two teams in the Super Bowl. I don't know.
I think it'll be the Cubs and the Bucks.
Lee, you got the wrong sports there.
I do?
Yeah.
Sorry. Bottom of the 8th. Jack Pike had an open, and now taking advantage of it, I thought, was Al Chemnitz, but he leaves the 10-pin, and now he's got a problem. Making that is never easy, especially on the T and B. Al is 48, married 25 years to Joan, children Scott and Stephen. He's a spray adjuster at Continental Can Company. He stands around adjusting sprays. Watch it. Oh! And he loves following the horses.
Supers are coming back.
Yes, sir, this is going to be a finish like you wouldn't believe. They've gotten 15 pins back already, Thomas. They're only down by about 5 pins. No, he threw that away. 7. He's got a railroad +1.
It's very important that he makes this spare right here. Very important.
Jack says, bowling gives me a chance to unwind. The guys I bowl with are great. The discipline it takes to score well is important to me. Oh, that hurt.
That hurt.
Tom,
big.
if Al gets a mark here, they can be right back in the lead. The gang from the Continental Can Company, the Supers.
Lee, if he gets a strike, they will actually take the lead in the 9th frame. Not in the 8th, but in the 9th, they would be taking the lead.
Right there, right there, right there.
Oh, what a...
There it is.
Al got his. Now here's Jack Pike, who says on the bottom of his sheet, we like to bowl here. Your people make us feel at home. I think he's paying tribute to Tom Silverknuckle.
Thank you, Jack. And Tommy, Mr. Bowling, appreciates that. Does a heck of a job coordinating this show.
Jack is bowling for Dorothy Fisher of North Navajo. Look out.
He's pulling it, Lee, and we got a 5 count there.
Most he can get now, Tom, is a 53. And Al could get a 99.
You could, Lee, if he struck out. It's possible.
How many strikes now?
Lee, we have had 12. You're 1 away.
1 away from my prediction.
Not bad, Lee Rutten.
Well, after many years, I've gotten a trained eye.
Oh, Lee, now I got a feeling the Supers are going to take this match right here.
42, yeah, that's a 42 for Jack Pike. He is the anchor bowler, but he had a little problem tonight and almost got himself bowling lessons, but he got a 1 spare there in his 7th.
Well, Lee, a 319 total for Pete Service there in the top 16. We'll tell him where in a minute.
And an 8 count, which means 79 is possible, and it's all over.
He's got it.
The Supers have won it.
Well, we'll tell you right now, he's at 5th. Even if he missed this,
yeah, they would still have it, I think.
They'd still win the match because he would have a 65, I believe. Yeah, 65.
Yeah, that would be more than enough.
It would be a 3-pin victory, right?
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, there it is.
That's it. Possible 79.
And both teams, as you said, made the top 16, and we'll talk about where we're coming back.
Now, the only way I can hit my total is if he gets a strike right here. That would be 13.
Yes.
Okay.
Very close, and we'll give you an A for effort there.
Thank you. As you think, because even with the loss, your team ends up tied for 7th in the top 16, which is not that bad. Your secret frame was in the 7th. You needed a strike there, and you could have had a Denison gift certificate from Fritz Denison to the city of South Milwaukee in the new location, 76 in Oklahoma. You get a bowling game towel, and perhaps you will be back in the tournament.
We hope so.
I hope so for everybody's sake. And listen, because you were a good bowler and a jolly good contestant, you're going to win a 6-pack of Jolly Good soda because Jolly Good's got it. And so have you. And Al, the strike in the ninth is going to get you the pizza from Roseanne's, the scrub it up for your car for the spare in the 10th, and the secret frame. Oh, no, right there would have been a gift certificate for Cole's Flowerland for the lady in your life. Can't give you that, but because you won the match, we're going to give you a gift certificate in the amount of $10 from Photomat. That's the leader in photo processing, and there's one in your neighborhood. Photomat is the name. Bowling game towel. And the thrill of victory, your team is now 5th in the top 16. Congratulations. All right. Now, high and low bowler prizes, Thomas?
Pete was high with an 87, wins with his bowling buddy the oil and filler change for the domestic cars. From Venus Ford, at 32.50, he's Layton Avenue in Cudahy. Jack was low with a 42. Jack wins a couple of things, Lee. First of all, with his bowling buddy, the plant from the Greenhouse of Nature's Nook in New Berlin, and a transmission tune-up and filled over their autos from the 4 locations of Accurate Transmission, and Lee Rothman, the Golden Bologna Award from Jefferson Meats.
Who gets it, Tom? Come on,
Jack.
Jack. On behalf of Jefferson Meats, the Golden Bologna Award, the finest in eating. Congratulations and bologna to you. Well, now, what about all the prizes we're giving away? We've done that. Oh, there we go. The losing bowler of each match will get a $5 gift certificate from Exquisitely Yours on Brady, and the winning team bowlers will get a 6-pack of beer and a trophy from Don Ciardo's, and everybody's going to get potato chips from Geysers. And the losing team bowlers will get a bowl of real chili and a gift certificate from the nice folks at El Vagabond, and free admission to the show while you're there at good old El Vagabond, and a chocolate trophy from Quality Candy. Tomorrow night we'll be back with a couple of ladies' teams. Tonight we've been sponsored by Geysers. Be wiser by Geysers, and by True Value Hardware. More than just a name, it's their way of doing business. Stay tuned now for Cinderella at Liberty. Good night, good luck, and good bowling, everybody!